part of the Torah, of the Tanakh, that we need to read and to listen. You know what it is? Zecher Hamalek, which means remember Hamalek. Hamalek is the seed of the Hamas that we have today. Of all those nations who rose in order to destroy us. Adar Baruch Hu is sending someone who descends from Hamalek. That person, Hamalek, who was responsible for cooling down the emunah, the bitachon of the Ivrim, of the Hebrews, when they got out of Mitzrayim. Right? And we celebrate what? We celebrate that once again, HaKadosh Baruch Hu Matzilenu. He saved us. And He will save us again and again, whether it's Hamas, whether it's Hezbollah. In a Kadosh environment, this is a connection, a Wi-Fi connection, 100, like a high-speed internet. You connect straight away with Hashem. You know what disconnects? The sadness. Sadness is actually the emotion that disconnects you from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And usually, especially for us women, usually the Yetzer Hara is very good at taking a little bit of sad emotion or repetitive act and try to find a way for us to fall into sadness, to disconnect with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Because our strength is simcha, is the simcha, right? Rabbi Nachman Breslov says, when you are sad, what do? Pretend that you're happy, jump, be happy. Have you ever seen a child who is happy? What is he going to do? Hey, wow, I'm so happy! He's going to move his body. He's going to jump and disconnect from the earth, right? It happens also with soccer players. Right? They shoot, they mark, and then like that, they run away. Why? Because your brain gets tricked by your body, right? Your body, when you pretend that you're happy, you will be happy, right? So what do? Every year in the calendar, you're gonna see the epitome of Simcha is Simchat Torah, right? Then on Simchat Torah, we go to a place called, after Simchat Torah, we go to a month called Mar Cheshvan. The real name is Cheshvan, but we call it Mar Cheshvan. Why? Because it's bitter, it's sad. Imagine, we had 2 months of connection with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The month of Elul, where we were like fiancé, you know, like Elul is Ani le Dodi ve Dodi li, so we were so close with Kadosh Baruch Hu, so in love with him, discovering his presence when Hashem, the king, is in the field. This is the month of Elul. Then we were Rosh Hashanah, getting very, very close, even closer with Hashem, crowning our king on Rosh Hashanah. Yom Kippur is the wedding between Akadosh Baruch Hu and his people, Am Israel. Then we have Sukkot. Sukkot is the Sheba Brachot, right? So imagine, we finish the Sheba Brachot and we continue dancing because we will dance again, right? So we continue dancing and dancing on Simchat Torah, celebrating the Torah. That is actually the ketubah between Am Israel and Hashem, right? And then we fall into a month where besides my birthday, there is not a lot of celebration. I'm kidding. So, no, I'm kidding, but it's really my birthday. Your birthday also. So, it's usually a month that we call Mar Cheshvan because there is no obvious connection. We go back in our routine. And what is our routine as women? We cook, but we don't cook for Rosh Hashanah, that is fun, we're gonna have a lot of friends. We don't cook for Sukkot, we cook for every day. Thank God Shabbat comes at least once a week and we get so excited to cook for Shabbat, right? But cooking for every day, doing things that are so repetitive and so difficult to appreciate because right after you finish cleaning your floor, you have somebody that steps on it with dirty sneakers and you're like, oh, 2 minutes, it stayed there 2 minutes. Then you wash your clothes, right? And you iron them and you fold them and you put them back and 2 minutes after you come back, paf, the kids already took the entire pile of t-shirts and you have to do it over again. It's not easy, our routine, because it's difficult to appreciate, to sit and realize, I feel rewarded, I feel accomplished. Because 2 seconds after you finished, it's already done. How many hours do we spend cooking for Shabbat? I don't know for you, but I at least 10 hours, right? And I split it into different days. And how long does it take to eat the food? One of my kids, it takes him 10 minutes, I'm telling you. He can go like 10 meatballs at the same time, and challah, and he's done. Okay, so it's not easy to have this routine, right? And therefore, the month of Cheshvan is a difficult month. It's a month where we go back in our routine. We feel a little bit like bitter, right? But then comes the month of Kislev. And the month of Kislev, of course, we have Hanukkah going, but at the end of the month of Kislev, during the month of Kislev, what happens? Wow, my God, that could change the hour. The darkness is coming. It's a very dark month, right? We have Hanukkah that enables to remember that, okay, you know what, like a little light can light up that darkness. And then we fell into the month of Tevet, the month during which the seeds of the destruction of the Bet HaMikdash happened on the 10th of Tevet. It's so heavy, it's so dark. And then comes the month of Shvat. And Shvat, and we know it with Tu B'Shvat, is the moment when the sap comes up inside of the tree, announcing the rebirth of the tree. We are finally getting out of that darkness. But in the month of Adar, now we are out of that darkness. Now we have to prove the world that look what's happening. You thought we were sad, we are not sad. We're going to prove that we're not sad. And Mishel Nichnas Adar, Marbim Besimcha. We increase the Simcha. When do we stop it? You know when we stop it? We don't stop it. We never stop it. But we decrease the Simcha when? On Tisha B'Av. The 3 weeks between the 17th of Tammuz and Tisha B'Av. So from now on, actually from Rosh Chodesh Adar Aleph until the 17th of Tammuz, that is this year at the end of July, guys, we have to increase the Simcha every day. Every day, a little bit more Zumba. Every day, a little bit more jumping. Every day, a little bit more smiling in front of your mirror to tell yourself, I'm so happy. And you know what? Because you tell yourself, I'm happy. And I want to see you tomorrow morning in front of your mirrors jumping and saying, I'm happy. Yay, I'm so happy. Okay? You want to add the simcha because today, that's your army. Every time you jump, every time you smile, every time you're happy, you know what you're creating? You're creating an angel that is going to fight against this darkness. Those guys who wanted to break us, those guys who wanted us to be sad, to cry, to be totally frozen by this feeling of frustration, of pain, of heaviness. They wanted to break us, and you know what we're doing today? We're dancing. And she's right, this Shem. Comment elle s'appelle? Shem or Shem? Shem. To say we will dance again. But we will not dance in Nova. We will dance in the Bet HaMikdash. We will not dance in front of an idol. We will dance in front of Mashiach. We will dance again. And we will continue dancing until Mashiach comes. Bezrat Hashem. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't choose, like we have some leap. Hi, come. There are some years where we only have 1 month of Adar. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu could have decided, come, join us. And there is no chairs. If you want, Sarah, Abel, tu veux prendre une chaise à l'intérieur?
Non, regarde, il y a des bonnes
Bien?
marches là.
Ah, ok, super. We're almost done anyway, so don't worry. So he could have chosen to have us go through October 7th in a year that is not a leap year. And we would still have had 1 month of Simcha. But this year, how much he tells us how much he loves us, and he comforts us, and he wants us to be even happier because he chose a leap year. 5784 has 2 months of Adar. 2 months where we're going to have to improve, increase, add Simcha. So this year, I want every single one of you to remember, even when we turn on the phone and we see that unfortunately there was a Nuchayal who fell, or there was a very bad news, as it may happen. We have to get that information, to pray for the neshama of that person, but we should not decrease the simcha. Because if we do so, they really defeated us. What we need to do now is find all the way, connecting through music, connecting through dance with Miriam, who gives classes in the JCC every Wednesday morning, and connecting through Torah, and bringing the material simcha of dancing, and bringing it in a kosher way with kosher music, just like Miriam does beautifully, and transform it to elevate it and bring us all together as one, as Am Israel, in the simcha, in the light, because this is how we can really make a big change. So girls, I'm going to invite you to take your chair, put it on the side, leave that space empty, so you are right at the perfect moment actually. And we're going to start that beautiful Torah, Zumba class with Miriam. Thank you so much, Miriam. Whether it is the crusades, whatever happens, whatever the name that this bad energy, that this energy of destruction is embodying, it is still going to be erased, and we are still going to be here. Am Israel, we will always be there, right? We are eternal. But what are they trying to do? They're trying, and it's very interesting to understand that they are trying to reproduce what Hamalek did. Means they're trying to cool our emunah, to put a doubt, to blind our vision, our perception of the world. You know why? Because when the Hebrews went out of Egypt, what did they live? What did they experience? they experienced miracles, revealed divine providence. Can you imagine? You are a slave in Egypt and you see the 10 makot. What? Look what's going on. There are frogs going everywhere. And Pharaoh, who is the most powerful person in the world, is defeated. Thanks to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You see the sea that splits into two parts to let us out of this slavery and of that dead end where we were, right? With all the Mitzrim running after us to kill us. And we are living an open miracle. Right after that, Miriam Haneviah, right? The great grandmother of our Miriam tonight, told us we have to thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu and dance to thank Hashem. And you know what she said? And in the future, there will be many other people who will try to destroy us, and we will dance again. She was not the first one to say it. We will dance again. Why are we dancing? We are dancing to thank Hashem, to tell him, we know that you are the one who saved us. We have 100% trust in you. Right? A few days after that, a people named Amalek is going to put a doubt. You think that was an open miracle? Really? You don't know anything about meteorology. Because you know what? At that moment where the sea opened, it was not a miracle. You know what it was? It was a tornado that happened and this and that. This is the spirit of Hamelech. You think that you have a special understanding of a situation. You see with your eyes HaKadosh Baruch Hu hiding in this event. It's so obvious. You see the hand of Hashem. And somebody's going to come and say, yeah, you know what? You don't understand. You believe in God. Come on. Right? And he's going to cool you down. That has been the case. And you know what happened? Every time that this happened, there is something that happens also. Part of Am Yisrael is cooled down. But the other part of Am Yisrael reinforces their beliefs in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And that's what happened to us. They try to break our spirit by acting and reducing our level of simcha on one of the most happiest day and holiest day, right, where we celebrate the simcha, we celebrate with simcha the Torah, right? They chose Simchat Torah. They didn't choose any day. They chose Simchat Torah. Why? Because they don't want us to remember Simchat Torah as a day of happiness. Next year, on Simchat Torah, they want us to cry. Oh my God, you remember what happened last year? They want to break our connection with HaKadosh Baruch Hu within the most powerful tool that we have of connection with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that is the Simcha.